Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is Friday, July 21st. We made it through another long, miserable, heated week. Man, I wish we could just get one full day of rain just to kind of cool off everything. Man, it's disgusting out there. Soaking wet from the time I wake up in the mornings to the time I go to bed. This heat's been draining me. I've been falling asleep earlier than normal. But look, let's get into it. This week is going to be another legend story. I got to get in a ring with a legend when I was with WWE, and he pretty much embarrassed the living shit out of me while I was in there. So we did the WWE thing again. Show up at the building at noon. Nice, decent dress. They setting the ring up. We go mingle. Introduce ourselves to everybody. Go to catering, eat lunch. After lunch, we go our separate ways into our locker rooms or tents or men's bathrooms or shower stalls or wherever we're going to get dressed at and put on some workout clothes and go to the ring. Because by that time, the ring's set up. And it's in between setup time and everybody else getting to the building and the time they need to start going over what's going to happen that night on Raw or SmackDown or whichever one it was. So we get out there, and some of the guys come straggling out in workout clothes to work out a little bit. Sometimes they'll take a few of us in the ring and extras and work out with us, have a little tryout with us or whatever. As long as you're standing by ringside ready to go when they call you to get up in the ring, you jump in there. So Tony Atlas, he goes walking down the ringside, and I was talking to Scott Armstrong, just shooting the shit with him. And Tony Atlas looks at me and goes, "Hey, jump in here and warm up with me a little bit." I was like, okay. Awesome. All right, kid, lock up with me. So I lock up with him, push me in the corner. So I pull him in the corner, throw some shots. So I start giving shots all over. Boom, he's selling the hell out of it. Good job. Lock up with me again. Lock up with him. He reverses me, puts me in the corner, starts throwing me some shots, selling them like $1 million. Get back in the middle of the ring, lock up with me. I lock up. He hooks behind me, hooks me in a waist lock. So, force of habit. So when you're in a ring and you do things out of force of habit, and at that point in time, I didn't know when to turn off my force of habit. So while he had me in a waist lock, my normal thing is to, I like to do things differently than everybody else. Yeah, as y'all know. So I grab his arms. He's got me in a waist lock. He's got me around the waist. So I grab his arms and start working my hands in like you're supposed to. And you're supposed to reach down, spin around, and put him in a waist lock. But no, I've never done it that way. I've always done it my way because I'm the big, bad Minotaur. So I just go into breaking it off. What I usually do is I'll break it off and I'll break the hands of the guys, give them a butt bump to get back, and I'll let go of this hand, have this arm, and I would duck under behind them and put them in a hammerlock. That was just a force of habit for me to do because I've done it so many times. So I'm in the midst of breaking it off. He's like, go behind. And I went out like this. When I did this, he stopped and pulled back. No, kid, that's not how you do it. This is how you do it. I'm trying to explain to him. I know how to do it, but I do it a little differently. Well, WWE don't want to hear anything differently. So I did it a little different. He didn't go with it. Kind of embarrassed me in front of everybody. And he sticks me in a corner. We lock up again. He puts me in the corner. Gave me 2 or 3 chops. And he said, welcome to the business, kid. And I was like, and the only thing I could think of, Stan Sweetan sitting back and going, you nincompoop. That's all I could think of. But my times as being an extra for WWE, I've learned so much. And everybody's no different than we are. The only thing different is they have more money than we do. Pretty much. They do the same things we do. They go through the same things we go through. And it's just like being on another show once you get past the nerves. But yeah, I try to put my own little spin on something that I shouldn't have, and I learned a lesson on that. Never forget that. He chops me and he goes, "Welcome to the business, kid." That was my shot with Tony Atlas in the WWE ring. I explained to him. I got a chance to explain to him afterwards what I did. He understood. He was like, "Oh, okay." But it was too late. I done embarrassed the hell out of myself. So, but then again, hey, I went back again 2 or 3 more times. So it wasn't like I killed myself, but I went out there and got in the ring and kind of embarrassed it. But hey, it is what it is. I still have no animosity towards them or anybody. Or like I said, I'm completely humbled of where I've been and how far I've gotten into the wrestling business, and that I'm still able to even sit in front of y'all today and tell these stories. So this is gonna be a little short because I'm tired, I'm worn out. I've been sitting in the heat all week in a warehouse. So love you guys. Please share me, subscribe to me, whatever you do. Later, peace.